The 2002 U.S. Bank Sally Ordway Irvin Commitment Award. In Minnesota, we have access to a stunning array of cultural programming, from music to visual arts to theater and dance. Today, the value we place in the arts is evident in the level in which our government funds arts and cultural programs. But without this critical component, for many artists and arts organizations across the state, the music would stop. Stages would go dark, and creative expression would dwindle. But for more than 25 years, two forces have been at work to ensure that all of us have access to and involvement in the arts in Minnesota. Minnesota Citizens for the Arts and Larry Redmond. Formed in 1975 by a group of community leaders and arts advocates, Minnesota Citizens for the Arts is a statewide grassroots arts advocacy organization. Helping to ensure government funding for the arts continues, MCA unifies and organizes the arts community to lobby the Minnesota legislature and the United States Congress. Over the past quarter century, the work of Minnesota Citizens for the Arts and Larry Redmond have helped increase the state's appropriation for the arts from a mere $300,000 to $13 million annually. One of MCA's greatest successes came in 1997, when under the leadership of current Executive Director Sheila Smith, the arts community came together to pass the single largest increase in arts funding in state history. In subsequent years, MCA managed to fight off attempts to cut state arts funding, helping Minnesota achieve a national ranking of third for state support of the arts. MCA's success is due in large part to the masterful engagement of a 36-member board and the tenacity of thousands of art advocates from every corner of the state, representing every walk of life.
The real key to this is people. The network of people that we have a large number of people who have been involved in arts advocacy in Minnesota for years. And they have a long association with their own legislators and with the arts in their own communities. So, and then there are a lot of people who have a very long time association with Minnesota Citizens for the Arts too. So both those old timers and the new people have friends in the community that they can call on when we need people to talk to their legislators.
The strength of the grassroots advocacy is incredible. I think it's one of the single most effective grassroots advocacy groups at the Capitol. They do just a tremendous job in getting their message out throughout the state, do it district by district, and make sure that it has an impact.
For those who share their passion for the arts in Minnesota, the work of MCA's dedicated and professional staff does not go unnoticed.
Working with Sheila Smith is great. Whenever Sheila is involved, you know it's going to be done well, well organized, well thought out, and extremely well executed. And any work that I see on the part of MCA always meets that criteria. And that certainly is also true of the staff that works for her.
MCA creates a place where people who care about the arts can come together with unity of voice and message.
By having a unified voice that includes not just the major institutions, but everybody, mid-sized organizations, small organizations, individual artists, arts teachers, whoever it is that cares about the availability of the arts in Minnesota working together with one voice, we can tell legislators the arts across the state need to be funded, not just one organization, but all of them.
I think if we didn't have this unity that MCA offers and insists upon, the smaller towns and the more outstate Minnesota would have just kind of been left behind. And thanks to MCA's encouragement to give all the arts funders the same kind of attention, and if the big guys get, so do the little ones.
Along with teaching artists how to talk about their work to government officials, MCA orchestrates the highly effective annual Arts Advocacy Day, held each February at the Minnesota State Capitol. Arts Advocacy Day brings hundreds of arts advocates from across the state in direct one-on-one contact with legislators to talk about the importance of arts funding.
The advocates who come to do this every year love the fact that, first of all, they get to be together with 400 other people that agree with them. It empowers them to and having that first experience coming up here to talk to legislators with a group of people, then in the future they'll be more courageous about maybe doing it on their own.
They're spokespeople for the community as a whole. And what is it they're asking for? They're not asking for something for themselves personally. They're asking for something that represents the well-being of the community. If we were to take the arts out of Minnesota, what a boring place we would be.
As MCA's lobbyist and strategist for the past 25 years, Larry Redmond has helped build the organization into one of the most effective and politically sophisticated arts coalitions in the country. In addition to helping increase state arts funding, Larry led MCA's efforts that help nonprofit arts organizations secure and maintain state sales tax exemptions for ticket sales to arts events. Those who witness Larry in action admire his passion for the arts and his ability to communicate the issues involved.
There's truly a passion for what he's doing and for the issue that he's representing. And he speaks quite eloquently in front of committees or with individual legislators about the issues involving the arts.
He's a man of great energy, great integrity. He never quits. He always picks himself up, picks us up with him, and we always go forward.
The most important thing a lobbyist does is actually listen. And so typically when I go in and talk to a legislator, if it's the first time, you would be very intentional to try to learn what it is that they know or don't know about the arts, find out what their perceptions might be, and then start to operate from there.
Larry Redmond is one of those people who provides glue in a society. And by that I mean he tends to use his position very warmly and very kindly in his relationships with governmental officials. And funding for the arts is always a sensitive topic. Is it a role that government should or should not play? My belief is it should be a partnership.
With Minnesota Citizens for the Arts and Larry Redmond working on behalf of all of us, the arts will continue to play a significant role in our state's vitality and in the enrichment of our lives.
I wouldn't want to live in a state that didn't value arts and culture. I want to live in a state that values the whole person. And I want to live in a state where children grow up with access to the highest quality cultural opportunities. There is nothing more important about a society than its arts. The arts are a way of expressing who we are as a people and who we are as a culture that you can't express in any other way.